Hi guys, Blanchy is back with another AVPL news today with my regular guest Eden Hazard. Say hello, Eden.
Hello to everyone.
We have a special guest, which is Damien, who is the creator of FIFA, and obviously he is our partner now with AVPL, and he's also responsible for creating the AVPL web app. Say hello, Damien.
Hello everyone, how are you?
Right, lads, so first of all, I just want to apologise for how late that is this week. Obviously, we've had problems with getting videos out because we're so busy on the website, and many people won't think this, but this is my priority now. This website is my priority. We're so busy, but we like being busy. It was transfer window Monday, wasn't it, Alex?
Yeah, it was Monday. We had
And
24 hours transfer window. Has been great.
yeah, and there was some big money spent, especially by Leicester City. So what we're going to do is we're not going to talk too much about the website itself, because obviously we've got Damien here with us. He's going to talk more about the website himself a little bit later in the show. So what we're going to do is we're going to run down each league and what's been happening, how the games went the weekend, and top scorers, things like that, big money buys, players to look out for, and things like that. So first up then, Alex, how the league table for the BPL is sitting right now. What are your thoughts, mate? Obviously, at the moment, we have got Friday's matches updated on the league table because this is Friday and we have played Friday's games. You've got Man City sitting top due to yourself, and there's a postponed game against Aston Villa, I believe. So you both
Yeah,
got a rearranged fixture with them.
yeah, we have a game in hand.
Yep, you're currently sitting third. You do have a defeat now. Do you want to talk about that defeat at all?
Yeah, well, it was defeat against Tottenham, but we played them in Champions League, home and away. We win both games 2-0, 5-0. Basically, even the game you watch it live against Tottenham. They were lucky. They had one shot. They scored a goal. We should have scored. We absolutely should have won the game, but we proved it in Champions League. It was just a lucky game.
Yeah, and obviously you're aware of our poor weekend. The weekend just gone. We had goalkeeper issues from Friday all the way through to Sunday. We had two games where our goalkeeper was just had lagged out, and then his AI version was just standing on the line and watching the ball go past him. One game, so big thanks to West Brom. They did replay the game. We still lost the game because obviously we just couldn't get it out of our heads. But then it happened again against Bournemouth, and we were 1-0 up again. We were 1-0 up in both games, and we also lost that game in the end because we didn't back out this time. So that was why we had such a poor weekend, and we dropped all the way down to 10th. And now we're sitting in 7th, and we're quite happy with where we are at this moment. Now, as for challenges at the top, obviously you've got Man City and Leicester both still unbeaten. Who would you say is the strongest out of the two, mate?
They're both strong, absolutely, but I believe City is stronger than Leicester. They're more decent, I
Yeah,
would say.
yeah,
That even on transfer market, they didn't change lots of players. They keep the group unit.
yeah, definitely.
So I believe City will do a bit better than Leicester.
Yeah,
But
well,
we never know. We never know what's gonna happen still.
well, this is the thing. The benefit that the other leagues have with only 10 teams in there, we're now at the midway point. And obviously because we've got a 20 team BPL, we are only playing each other once. So we've still got the other half of the divisions to play. So we don't know how it's going to pan out. Whereas Bundesliga Championship, Serie A now have played everyone in their league. So their tables have now got a look about them where you think can't really see it changing much now. Obviously, all the leagues are tight at the top. At the bottom is possibly a little bit more different, I'd say. But now going on, and I'm now looking at the BPL top scorers, Mr. Hazard,
Yeah,
and
it's big.
there's there's some big hitters at the top again. You got Reece Silva, 11 goals in 11 games with 4 assists. Rick Payne, 10 in 10. Then you got obviously last year's team of the season, now gone to Leicester in a big money move. Rafael Disaster, 10 goals in 8 games with 2 assists. You got Gozzi, who's now been replaced at Leicester. 8 goals in 8 games, and he's now going to be a bench warmer because they didn't end up selling him. So really good. The only name I seem to be really missing from the top there, although he's still got good stats, Diego Costa. Last year's Ballon d'Or, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Highest valued player. He's got 6 goals in 10 games, 7 assists. That's still pretty good. We know he's the assist man of the partnership, as you can see. Rafael Disaster's only got 2 assists, but they're still going to be there or thereabouts. What do you think about how much Leicester have spent when Leicester already had a very powerful strike force, and they've gone and brought another duo in not to replace them, but to work with them, to put pressure on them. But Leicester, I mean, that's big money. 36 million for a joint deal of Diego Costa and Rafael Disaster. What do you think about that big money spend?
Well, I think Leicester made a good deal there on first when I saw it on the transfer basis. It was something everybody was talking about, but they had already very good attacking. You know, I mean, why did Mao wanted to change that? You know.
Yeah, definitely.
So I seen them on Champions League basically, and the results, it's not there. We played them on friendly as well. You know, it's like. I think he's missing their attack already.
Yeah.
I just give him my opinion, but we will see how the Fox will turn around.
Well, this is it. I mean, they're still very. I mean, look at them. They're conceded 5 goals in 11 games. They got the meanest defense in the league, so conceding goals has never been a problem for them. But you know as well as I do, as soon as the goals start drying up from your attack, that's when you start conceding goals into it, because you've got nothing to relieve that pressure.
Absolutely true.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we can't move on till we talk about the big topic. It's another big pull for Avpl, and another big pull for yourself, and that is the return of Jay Craven and the clan. What do you think about that? What are your thoughts about getting them back here? And obviously they have returned to Manchester United. What do you think about that?
Well, that's been amazing, to be honest. I mean, I was talking to Joshi Boy, to my co-manager. He's been big part of all this, you know. And
yeah,
he said to me, "We have possibilities to bring the boys back to United."
Yeah.
And I didn't think twice, to be honest, when I heard. So it's been absolutely amazing. But what was the best thing when I signed all the boys? There were 2 guys missing. I had to get them from one city, that's Cambridge and Charlemagne.
Yeah.
I got them both for 6 million. I was like, that was the maximum because I didn't play no many games there, you know. But
yeah,
I mean, I would give 30 million for both of them, honestly, you know. So it's been like a bingo jackpot, you know.
Yeah, I mean, really, as well as you're happy to have them back, they should be really thankful that we've accepted them back with open arms. It must be admitted, we've wanted them back. We want good players in the league. Obviously, they're quality players, and you know, Man City helped you out by reuniting them all by obviously doing a deal for the other 2 lads that you didn't quite have with you. But big things expected from your team now. Is there added pressure now? Because obviously they joined and then you lost your first game. But obviously you proved that was just a blip in the Champions League against the same team. Just a little blip, that defeat. Do you think you're going to just get better and better now the more you play games with each other?
Now, what it is, you know, I can say even the game against Bournemouth, you know, we got a draw 1-1. We should absolutely win it. But this is about us. We bounce back. We go next game, we win 5 again.
Yeah.
You know, it's like this is about the league in Avpl. You know, nobody is 100% secure. Oh, this game is gonna win. You don't know till you play the game.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna end up dropping points because lots of teams are organized. Is they know what they're doing. They know
Yeah.
how to defend.
Yeah,
Against
definitely.
big teams. So they're gonna give you difficulties.
Definitely, definitely. Well, before we move on to the other leagues, we have now got, obviously, which we forgot to add to the discussion last week. We now moving on, and you will see that on your screens now. You have got the BPL Team of the Week, and you've got that in front of you. What are your thoughts on some of the players that made it this time around? Some good players in there, isn't there? Very good players.
Well, I wanted to mention, Everton has bounced back on because they had a poor start basically.
Yeah,
Now they're
definitely,
fourth.
definitely.
Pocket volley guy, 9 games, 9 goals.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
and they got the form. They're fourth. They're close as well. So
yeah, definitely.
so
I mean,
I will give them credit.
you look at the Everton badges there, sitting there in the first 11. You got 5 Everton players in the starting 11. They had a really strong second weekend of the season, didn't they? Really did, really strong.
Yeah,
So props to them. Really well done. Well done to everyone that got in there. A really good effort, and obviously Everton are on the up, and they're not giving up their title easily. They want it back. They're within striking distance. They only have to beat Man City, and they're within one win of going back top. But like I said, they've lost 2 games, drawn 2 games, so they got 6 points to make up. But do you think that's a bridge too far for them to retain the title?
I don't know. I mean, Shanky did recover his mistake he made. He got Top Dakers back.
Yeah, definitely.
That's when they bounced back. I mean, I couldn't just stay out without telling this because I told Shanky he was key last season for you. I mean, all the group is good, but he is a key player there as well because he gets brain. So he recovered his mistake. He brought him back.
I think what it is for some reason, Dakers is like the stitching in the knitting basically. He's the one that you've got 2 sides of a cardigan, and he's the stitching that puts it and makes it actually the cardigan. Do you know what I mean? I know that sounds really stupid, but he's the stitching that holds it together. And without him in there, they would definitely seem a little bit more disjointed. But yeah, well done to them. Done a really good job, and they're on the up.
The missing part is back now, I believe, so I expect good things from them. So we will see how we're gonna end up to the end of the season. Are they gonna defend the title now?
Yes, mate.
So all has to be played.
Yeah, and obviously Liverpool want to have a say in the top 4 minimum. Really, we want to have a say in that. We had a few problems. We've removed a few players, replaced a couple of players, had a good chat, and we know where we're heading now. We know how we've got to play, and hopefully we can put that into practice. But now we're going to move on to the Championship, because obviously I've got a few friends in the Championship that I've played with, and obviously really like the lads, and there's quite a few going really well in the Championship. So looking at the table, it's the usual suspects at top. Fulham at top, played well, this is not including Friday's games, but they've played 10, won 6, drawn 4, and they're now 3 points clear as we speak. Any surprises in there now? Because obviously they're now midway, and they've all played each other now, so they've had a little look at each other. They know what they've got to do the next time round. Do you see any surprises coming out of there?
Well, I think Charlton is doing absolutely great.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I believe they're gonna end up top 3.
Yeah.
With Fulham. The fight, I'll put Crystal Palace and Southampton.
Yeah.
They're both doing good as well, but with Charlton, top 4 of them, is up. Charlton is absolutely up. Look, the top scorer.
Yeah, this is it. When we now show Championship Team of the Week, you're going to see that reflected by Charlton's really good weekend, really good second weekend. You now got Skilly with 9 goals in 7 games, top scorer in the championship now. But you've got his partner in crime, his manager, just a 3 places down from him, who's now got 6 goals and 5 assists in 8 games. I did say to them both, because obviously they were both with me last season, I did say to them both, if you two stay up front together and build a team around you two, you'll do really well. Last weekend they played a lot more games together than they have been, and obviously the results and they reflected that. So my prediction is I really expect Charlton to be pushing for second place really hard now. I know they're 5 points off, but I still think they could really push for that second spot. I'm not sure Fulham are going to drop enough points, but everyone else possibly could drop some points. So we took a bit of time talking about the BPL, so we're just going to go over the other leagues a little bit quicker if we can, so we can talk about the Champions League when we get to that. So now let's move on to obviously the Championship Team of the Week, and obviously everyone else will see it on their screens. Really good lineup there. You got Skilly and Dog. They're both the strikers, both highest scoring strikers points wise. And you know there's a few surprises in there. You got Fulham CM, Fulham centre back, but look at the Charlton players in there. It's really reflecting on how strong a weekend they had, didn't they?
Yeah, they found the form and the way with the chemistry with all the team, everyone around them, and I wish them all the best. They tried to do a good job as they're doing.
I've always said Dog and Skilly, I've really got a lot of time for both of them, and Dog especially. No disrespect to anyone else, but one of the nicest blokes you will ever meet.
Absolutely.
In any walk of life, just a great guy, really great. And as you can see, I put Clive Mendonca on his card for him. I hope he noticed that. But yeah, it's well deserved, and obviously we know how Friday's games have gone for them, and they really would have been pushing hard for a second week running, but obviously we don't allow a second week running because we are trying to fill the international rosters as quick as possible, and we fill them via entry into Team of the Week. So hopefully we can keep that turnover quite high. But the international rosters are going quite well. We'll probably show them and talk about them more in next week's show. Would you say, Eden?
Yeah,
Definitely.
that would be great. So everyone see what we're doing.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the Bundesliga, and we'll have a little look how they're doing. In there, we know that there are now runaway leaders, Borussia Dortmund. Unbelievable. And there's some strong teams in there, isn't there, Eden? Like, you know, Bayern Munich beat Manchester United 3-0 in the Champions League last week. They're no pushover. We've played them. They're good, solid team, play good football, and they're sitting mid-table. So that just shows you how well Dortmund are doing. And you mustn't forget as well, 10-team league. They're halfway through the season. They've already played each other once. So this is pretty much going to be the pattern of the league, sort of status quo, as it were. Are you surprised by any of them people, how the order of the table is, mate?
I'm not really much surprised except of Bayern München you mentioned already. But I will give credit to Borussia Dortmund. He beat Frankfurt. Both home and away. I mean, tonight games you've seen 4-2 the win. They're confident. And look, they play 11 games, conceded only 5 goals. Their distance still solid. I will give their credit to Pro Magic's, to the co-manager.
Definitely.
I believe he's done a great job there. Well done, Magic. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. We know Owen has had his troubles. Obviously, he was involved in the relegation with Arsenal. Arsenal kind of split 3 ways, didn't they? Because you had Dog and Skilly, you got Charlton. Then you had the original Arsenal lot, some of them staying there. And then obviously Owen and a few of his mates, plus a couple of lads from Leicester, and then ended up at Dortmund. And obviously, Dortmund are just going all guns blazing. They really are, and good luck to them, because in that league where we know the top 4 are very strong, that's a very good, impressive stats. Really, 10 wins in 11 games. That's really impressive, isn't it?
I haven't lost yet.
No, that's it. And like I said, they're so tight at the back as well. They don't hardly give anything away. But now we're going over to the top scorers in the league, and evil Seamus, 13 goals in 9 games, but only 1 assist. Really strange, that, isn't it? But there you go. You got
Borussia Dortmund partners, Callum Camp Jones.
and you got Kov as well, co-manager as well. Both 9 goals in 11 games. That's brilliant, really good.
And look at the partnership. Look at the assist. 8 assists. Callum Camp and Kov 6 assists.
Yeah.
They're playing good football.
Yeah,
Absolutely. They deserve it.
Yeah, I do expect, to be honest, I don't want to spoil their party or anything like that, but I do expect them to go on and possibly win the title now, would you say?
Yeah, I believe that nobody can stop them now. They prove it to Frankfurt, they prove it with Bayern München, with everyone they played. They got only 1 draw on all the game. Everything has been a win for them on the way.
Yeah. So now looking at the Bundesliga team of the week, not many surprises. Obviously, there's not going to be many surprises with only 10 teams in the league. But just sort of reiterating how strong they are at the back. You've got 3 Dortmund players in 3 of the back 4, including the goalkeeper, obviously, because they're playing. This formation was 3-5-2, selected by Joshua Boy, I believe.
Yeah.
So there's some good names in there. Obviously, one that might stand out to some people. You got Isaac Cam making team of the week. He's moved from Everton, where I don't think he was particularly happy. I think moving to Bayern was probably a good move for him, and obviously, as I remember him when I first got to know Kais, he was playing Cam for Lille in the VFL, and obviously he's now got in team of the week Bundesliga playing Cam, which most would consider maybe is his best position. What do you think?
I think when he plays Cam, he plays good Cam. You know, he plays the strikers because he plays striker as well. He knows how to play the striker.
Yeah.
But when he plays striker, sometimes it's like more greedy. He plays his main striker. Sometimes you don't see his partner, because I had him on my team as well. He's a great guy. He's a great guy as well. But I believe Cam is one of his best positions.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So finally, of the leagues, the domestic leagues, that is, we're now going to move on to Serie A, and if we go to the Serie A table and have a little look at that, you can see, look at that, look how tight that is at the top. You got Napoli currently sitting top, 9 wins, 1 draw, 1 defeat, and then Roma sitting right behind them with an identical record, just goal difference separating them. But Napoli really are the goal scorers in the league. But then look at Sampdoria, 30 goals in the league. That's very impressive, isn't it, mate?
Absolutely. I told you always from the beginning, against Napoli and Roma is going to be so tight. I'm surprised Roma drew a point, because they beat Napoli their first game when they played, and they lost straight away after to Fiorentina. Yeah. I think it was.
But I'm looking at Fiorentina's roster, mate, right now as we speak, and they got some impressive players in there. You got Mr. FIFA15, obviously I had him at Liverpool, and Danny Kong. He was at Man City.
That was a good transfer. When I seen that, because I did a transfer, I was working on it. I said, wow,
I mean, that's a really good sign and a really good pull-off. But obviously, looking at the top scorers now in the league, very impressive. All the top 4, really. You got Stimo, obviously Napoli manager, 12 goals in 10 games. But what's really impressive as well is he's got 9 assists as well. That's he's currently sitting as probably easily, I would say, not probably, most expensive player at the moment in the whole of Avpl. And then in second place, you got Totti from Roma, 9 goals in 10 games, but no assists, which is really strange, isn't it?
Totti is more as a main striker, because I played with him.
Yeah.
I played with him a lot because we are from the same country as well, and he's absolutely a great guy.
Yeah.
He's always he plays tall striker as a main striker. Even when he plays someone, the player that he plays on the left or on the right wing, they're basically gonna play someone else. So he gets the key pass. He never gets the assist for it.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a bit unlucky for him there.
Yeah, because obviously now you've touched on it, we might as well mention it. We have now added key passes to our formula. Key passes are now for outside mids and cams, basically attacking midfielders. They all get key passes now, and there's a lot of players benefiting from that, isn't there? There's players that are currently sitting on about 16 key passes in 10 games, which obviously is giving them a point per key pass, which with the defensive changes we've now made it so it's only 1 point taken off for a goal conceded, and also the goalkeepers now get an extra point over defenders for a clean sheet. So the rosters and the player values are really now leveling out, and we're going to see probably more cams, but we're going to see defenders pushing up, and maybe if there's a really solid team that keeps quite a few clean sheets, we could have a defender as player of the year, couldn't we?
Oh yeah. That would be very interesting to see, because we have many leagues now as well, and the Champions League is going to prove who's going to be the best defenders on every league.
Yeah, that is going to be us. Obviously, next season we're going to have another team added to that, so there'll be less BPL teams in there as well next season, because obviously the new league coming in will take 4 of them places, so that'll be, a 4 less from the BPL, because that's where we're going to take them out, because there's more in there, and that's gonna that's gonna be really exciting. I can't wait really. Next season, I mean, obviously we're going to be growing. We're pushing hard. We're working hard, obviously, with Damien. We're working hard to look at sponsorship deals. We're also looking at a backup opportunity to the web app that we've got. Things are looking good for us at the minute. There is a lot of work involved, and we're doing a lot of work, but we'll get there. And we do believe what we're now going to be talking about next, which obviously is the Champions League, is the pinnacle. It's what people want, and we can now tell everyone that we are going to be giving out prizes to the winners of the Champions League. As of yet, it's not been agreed what we will do, but it will be a reasonable prize for all of the team. Would you not say that, Eden?
Ultimate prize is going to be only for Champions League, for the best team on the whole leagues.
Yeah. But before we move any further, guys, I just want to clarify something that was brought up in another YouTuber's channel that is associated with another pro club site. You all know who it is. They know who they are. They think it's fair to tell lies about people. And so I've now got a special guest on, because obviously we had already prepared this news, so we've created a slot for him, and here he is. Welcome, Jay Craven.
Hi guys.
Right, lads, so basically I've got Jay on here because Bruce Lee told a lot of lies about me last night. A lot of lies in his video. People told me about it, told me to go and watch it, and I was like, it just showed what horrible people they really are. So Jay, I just want you to clarify, firstly, are you here of your own free will?
Yep.
And it's you wanted to come on here to clear up this situation, didn't you?
Yeah.
Right, so basically all I want you to do, Jay, is could you please just reply to this question? Did I offer you 20 million FIFA 16 Ultimate Team coins to return to Avpl?
No, not at all. On the contrary,
Right.
I was told by someone that there was a prize fund for the Champions League once I already arrived at Man United. So then me and my teammates took on the challenge of obviously trying to go for that. But I, on my own choice, came back to the Avpl before I found out about this Champions League prize fund, as it were.
Brilliant. You know, like I said, Jay, I was horrified at the lies they were throwing about last night, and just shows what horrible people they are, especially Aaron Baker, aka Gringo the Ringo. You know, what an absolute pillock he is, really is. Anyway, Jay, I don't want to involve you with that. You know, I know you want to keep mutual respect with them, and I fully appreciate that. We're glad to have you back. We're glad that you've cleared up the fact that you came back of your own free will. You wanted the challenge of winning the Champions League, which is then where the prize was going to be given. But like I said, and I said in earlier parts of this video just before this interview, we haven't even decided what the prize is going to be yet. We're currently working on a sponsorship deal for PSN cards, so I don't know where 20 million FIFA coins came from. Anyway, once again, thanks Jay, thanks for being on AVPL News Roundup.
No problem, mate.
And thanks for coming back. Anyway, lads, what I want you to realise is how many lies Bruce Lee, VFL, yeah, I'm going to say their name because we're not scared of them no more, VFL, have told, okay? They reckon they do not underrate PS4 and they do not give us all the shit. Well, basically, Bruce Lee in his web app video said now, because of the web app, they can give you all the big leagues you wanted. It's the only reason you haven't been given all the big leagues like the BBVA, the BPL, Bundesliga, Serie A. But now they ain't got a web app and they've still got the leagues, guys. So what does that mean? They were lying somewhere. What were they lying about? Why were they lying? Why couldn't they give you them leagues? Because they didn't want to. They wanted to keep them exclusive to Xbox. So what do you think about that? Anyway, Mr. Gringo, I've got a message for you. Enjoy, you pillock.
But like my Murphys, I'm not bitter.
And you know, I'm now looking at obviously Group A in the Champions League. You got Roma sitting top. They've not even conceded a goal yet in 4 games. Scored 10. They're going really strong, and they're really going to be contenders for the Champions League. Would you say?
Oh yeah, they haven't conceded 1 goal yet. They've been very solid. I believe Roma's main aim, you know, is to get the Champions League. They're pushing hard on Serie A as well, because I talked to the manager.
Yeah.
But they're really trying to be sneaky on Champions League. But the result shows there. It doesn't matter what they hide. You know, the result shows there how determined they are in Champions League.
Yeah, definitely. And then moving on to Group B. Obviously, we've got West Brom sitting top, which is a bit of a surprise. They're going really well in the Champions League, and you've got to remember, we said it last time, this is a group where they've got Leicester in there with them, and Leicester were the favourites to come out of that group top, weren't they?
There is where Leicester, you know, lost to West Brom, and they got a draw against them. There where they lost 3 points.
Yeah.
I believe that didn't work. That's the change, you know, of the manager that maybe made him paid, you know, that he changed that attack and everything, that they had that click, you know, all last season and this season when they started. So I don't know, maybe I hope it's gonna work well for them. I want them to see good.
Yeah.
But
well, obviously,
it's really surprising. 4 points. I mean, it's a big surprise to see Leicester with only 4 points.
Yeah, because looking at West Brom, obviously they are now through already because it's top 2 go through. They can't be caught by Leicester. So it is basically a fight for second place. Obviously, we're probably ruling out Juve now. They're not going to get there. Well, they're not going to get there because there's only 2 games left and they can only get 6 points. Moving on to Group C. And then sitting top of that, no surprise there. You've got Everton. They had a little blip, but then they hit form. But Sunderland doing really well as well, obviously. We know this lad. He's probably going to be a future admin, VT. Going really well as well.
Yeah, he done great job. He told me we're gonna surprise lots of teams.
Yeah.
But they're showing it. They got the form back. It's like they had the same problem with Everton on the beginning, but they found their way fast.
Definitely.
So well done to them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're gonna push it to the last midweek games of the group stages. They're going to push it to decide who actually goes through top. So now moving on to your group, Group D. Obviously, we can't let it go without talking about your performances, your revenge performances against Spurs. You know, I watched both games live. Obviously, and Epic has got DC'd from the second game in the 60th minute, but I think you're already 3-4-0 up by then. So you're sitting top of your group. A surprise, really, that Fiorentina are sitting second and not Bayern Munich, especially after they beat yourselves last week. Are you surprised by that? Because obviously I watched your Fiorentina game as well, and you could see that was a bit of an easier game than the Bayern Munich one. But fair play to them. They've come back, haven't they? They've only lost one game, and they're only 2 points behind yourselves, and they've only conceded 2 goals. So it's good guns by them, but obviously props to yourselves. 7 goals against a team that had just beat you in your league, took your unbeaten record, and no goals conceded from them. And as you can see, Spurs are really struggling in the Champions League, aren't they?
Well, it didn't work for them how they're supposed to. I know they're making new signing because they lost some players on the way, but I wanted my revenge. I told my boys, now this is how we got to show the whole Avpl that was just a lucky game, you know.
Yeah.
Because we should have definitely won, you know. It's not like we drop point because everybody gonna drop point. There is no way on Avpl any team, especially on BPL, you know, passing without dropping points. It's impossible. Yeah, but you know, it's one of the games that you know 100% you should get at least the draw of that game. You know, you didn't deserve to lose 1-0. Yeah. We proved it. We proved it in both games. 2-0 first game, 5-0 second games. The team has been absolutely amazing. That showed the superpower signing I did.
yeah. Obviously, they've come here for the Champions League, I would say, and they want to put their mark on the Champions League, which is obviously beneficial to you. Obviously, next Wednesday is the last round of group games, and then we go to the knockout stages. There's still quite a few places up for grabs. So now moving on, we're just going to show on the screen to all the viewers last week's Champions League Team of the Week. So anyway, now moving on to the Team of the Week. So some good performances there. Obviously, West Brom striker Sean RFC and Call Me KB, a new signing, I believe. He's one of the players that came from Leicester. So obviously I'm now going to run down the full team. You got J. Craven 70 from Manchester United in goal, Fat Turtle from Manchester United at left back, D-Bug from Everton at right back, Call Me KB at centre back from West Brom, DeSiglio from Roma at centre back, Fabio again from Roma at CDM, and then we got Calvin, who is from Wolfsburg. Very good surprise there. Nice to have a sort of stray, making sure that there's lots of different players in there. And then you got Big Boy Shanky, the Everton manager at right CM. Then you got Paytime from Fiorentina at left wing, but he plays as a cam. Wogan from Manchester United again at right wing, and then you've got Sean RFC at striker. What do you think about that team, mate?
I mean, it's a dream team, you know. But we have few players still missing there, you know. That is a good team. That is absolutely a good team. I'll give credit to West Brom Shawn. He has 4 games, 8 goals in Champions League. He's been
really
top.
Really good. Yeah, he's definitely their main man. Not that I want to curse him or anything like that, but I hope they got a backup plan, because if he was ever missing, I think they might struggle a bit. Would you agree? Because he is that lone striker. They play a 4-2-3-1. Hard to break down, but like I said, is they do rely on him finishing the chances they do create.
Well, I see West Brom manager. He plays always calm, so and the manager, the co-manager, is always played CDM on the back Limhouse, so they rely on their strikers basically. So that shows the results as well.
Yeah.
But I hope nothing happens to him because we want them to be strong.
Yes, of course. Yeah, of course. So now what we're going to do is we're going to hand over to Damien, and he's going to talk a little bit more with us about the website. So thanks for listening. Make sure you stay till the end so you hear what Damien's got to say. Make sure you stay around so you can see obviously goals of the week. So Eden knows the drill.
Adios.
Adios. So please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Alright guys, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hand you over to Damien, and he's going to give you a lot more information about the web app which he is responsible for creating. So over to you, Damien.
Right, so this web app contains the AVPL's league stats, fixtures, and soon the live streams, and also very soon that I'm working on, you will be able to basically view every club's statistics, every player statistics. You will be able to view team of the week and potentially players to watch. So players that don't make it to Ultimate Team, to the team of the week, will be able to kind of get that highlight of them being watched by, let's say, international managers for getting onto the team of the week.
Brilliant, brilliant. So Damien, if you want to just now expand for us and just tell us, you know, what is the potential of the web app at the moment, and basically the potential for FIFA 16, what are we aiming to achieve by the time we're at FIFA 16?
By FIFA 16, everything should be up and running. These club statistics, player statistics, and like I mentioned earlier, the team of the week and potential players to watch.
Brilliant. Now, obviously the main question is this burning on everyone's tongue at the moment is we know that there are other websites out there that have had workload issues and possibly their creations have not been able to handle the demand. How confident are you that this web app will be able to handle the demands of the AVPL?
Oh, very, very confident it will be able to handle an unlimited number of users online at the same time because it has unlimited bandwidth.
Brilliant, brilliant. That's the sort of news we want to hear, because this is something that's going to be stable, it's something that's going to last, and you know, it's something that if we need it to, will also grow with us. Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
So Eden, just to bring you in on this, me and you quite often we sit here, we're going through the fixtures, so we're inputting the results into the Google spreadsheet and then actually seeing it then all of a sudden appear on the website, which obviously is amazing. How easy, just so that everybody knows, how easy a website is this to navigate through?
Oh my god, I love it. You know, it's like it takes you 5 minutes to enter the score and everything is updated, you know, so fast. It's an amazing job. Absolutely. Damien deserves lots of credit to being part of all this partnership together. Don't forget our hard work is always there, but I just love it. I love the app.
Yeah, brilliant. Like I said, is obviously ultimately we're hoping, well, obviously in the future, Damien's already assured us that this web app will be capable of generating and populating our own fixtures and league tables itself. So then from then on, we will just have to enter the scores of each game, which will obviously save us a lot more time as well.
Definitely.
Brilliant. So obviously that's something for people to get excited about, because it's something other companies would probably want. It's something here at the AVPL FIFA we have now, and we're very glad and honoured to have it. I must say, Damien, as you've done a brilliant job, you know, and can't thank you enough for choosing to work with us, and we're just so happy to have you. I know you're a busy man, so I will let you go. So thanks once again, Damien, from me and from Eden. Thanks for being part of Avpl.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome. You'll always be part with us. Remember, it's in the contract.